different.
Surprised I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned Emily into cold stone. How difficult for you. But when I was young, sweet Jessamine and I were close as sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Kaldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
What's she playing at? Maybe how is the question.
I told you. When you're older. Perhaps next year.
You said that last year. Jessamine's younger than me, and she's at court every day.
Business, well, it's complicated. You'll understand someday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
Next year, I promise.
Jessamine and I played games in the tower, but at night I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep.
I didn't break it.
Would you like to tell me what you did?
We were just playing.
Lady Jessie, what's your account?
It was her. Delilah's light. She broke it.
I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bedsheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn.
My mother's sick. She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. She's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No!
Your sentence is served and she'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
How much of this is true, and how much is Delilah's warped imagination? When I saw what they'd done to Anton Sokolov, I wanted to hurt everyone who'd helped Delilah and the Duke of Serkonos pull off their coup. Sokolov is the man who made whale oil into a weapon, who turned back the plague, and now he's barely able to speak. The hands that painted the most powerful men and women of our time shake too badly to hold a spoon. When he does talk, he's going to give me a name, the next step along the way to Duke Luca Abel, then Delilah herself. A name. That's all I need.
I miss you, even in the void. If only I could do more.
Jessamine, Delilah's stronger now.
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
All this is her doing. and she'll die for it.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end soon.
Anton, you've had 3 days to rest. Tell me how to kill Delilah.
Tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Delilah has the throne and she has Emily. Anton, once we had you in a cage and you dared us to kill you, I need that man back.
Corvo, she's right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Sarkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me. It kept me alive from my knowledge, but I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
The curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous, as obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
There's more to her than either of you know.
If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of, or what she's up to.
Take the skiff.
Let us
I don't want to bring the dreadful way any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
Yes, let's go.
There will be a Grand Guard presence outside the Royal Conservatory. Inside, be prepared for anything. Ashworth runs with an eclectic crowd. They'll be the real danger.
Someday I'd like to know more about how you met Ashworth.
I know you would. Trust me, Ashworth is important to Delilah. Which brings up something else. You might be able to exploit the Abbey of the Everyman in removing Ashworth from play. Turns out the Vice Overseer in Karnaca has been watching Ashworth from a hidden outpost near the Royal Conservatory. Check it out first if you want more options. Remember, if she's still working with Delilah, Ashworth is a grave threat.
Thanks, Megan. See you soon.
Welcome to my shop. Say, an acquaintance of mine is supposed to be holed up in an office overlooking the Royal Conservatory. Check on them if you're headed that way. I'd check myself, but the streets are locked down. I'd make it worth your time.
I'll think about it.
See anything you like? Come in, my friend. Always a delight to see you. An excellent choice.
What did you do to your marks? Give them a good tap on the nose. Say, why do you do everything?
No need to wrap it for you, I suppose.
Attracting suckers if you won't play along.
You're the worst suck I've ever seen. Pirate Betty, my ass. You couldn't scare us.
I'm certain you will be satisfied with your purchase.
Tragic death. Oh, a better actress than I am.
I look forward to the day when I can reopen my gallery. This is what I have for upgrading your equipment. The district is so quiet.
Who's opening this door?
One's
you're
carrying
going.
coin.
Time to die, old man.
You won't go anywhere.
G, H, G, J, K, L, N mentally. Q, R, S, U, N, V, double V, X, Y, then Z. Now I got my eight.
The color of the sea yesterday.
What I wouldn't give for a bottle of pain soda. What the? Shit!
Damn! No! Damn it!
curator of the Royal Conservatory. For a while, I believed Ashworth has some connection to the occult in Karnaca. Something is happening that I don't understand. The overseers are the forward face of the Abbey, but equally important are our sisters from the Oracular Order. To be direct, I suspect something is wrong within their sect. Subtle changes to the types of proclamations they've been making. Small but troubling deviations from tradition. But publicly saying anything along those lines will get me accused of heresy by my rivals within the Abbey. Is it possible that Ashworth has infiltrated the Oracular Order?
So Vice Overseer Byrne thinks Ashworth is interfering with the Oracular Order. If true, it's another reason she has to be eliminated.
Our rightful ruler, Delilah Caldwin, first of her name. May she reign forever. Traitors who question her claim to the throne. Morally, period. Treasonous nation skulking in the cold. Honest will fight for Delilah, fight for Delilah. To the bitter end.
Look at you, leaving a trail of bloody boot prints across this dying city. Brianna Ashworth would have been miserable as a member of high society, forced to wed some bloated banker. Her only moments of real freedom, getting drunk at fancy balls, and slipping away to couple with strangers. It would have ended in an unhappy marriage and a late-night plunge into an icy river. But just before Mother and Father married her off, so many years ago, she found Delilah instead. It was all highways and graveyards after that, never looking back. Vice Overseer Byrne is an ambitious man, but he believes in the Abbey's mission, protecting the good people of the Empire against the likes of us. You know he'd be happier deep down if this ended with Brianna Ashworth's head on a spike. Maybe yours as well.
Did anyone ever find out what happened to Pearl and Lieutenant Copers?
They probably ran, if you ask me. Must have had a thing for each other.
No. Hey, who are you? Stop! I'm not impressed.
People of Karnaca, this is the Duke. Some of you question stricter undermining new taxes. Let me answer all of this rabble-rouse at once.
So let's see. What was it?
Look at Duncan Van. Friend, my good friend. He's a patriot. He's a patriot.
Did I imagine that? No, I'm sure.
Wonder who that was.
It's a shiny coin. I asked him to double the number of mine. He did it. No question.
Has me on pins and needles. Jumpy as anything.
Smell. The fountain? Yeah, the water gets nasty sometimes. It flows from the fountain to the conservatory basement. There's work.
It's you and me now!
find out how a sword through the heart wasn't enough to kill our new Empress, Delilah.
The smell, the constant noise. At least they keep the curious away.
Our mistress... They have to tolerate them.
Yes, but sometimes...
Jindosh is an ally, an agent of the Duke.
Poor Lucinda. She wanted to raise me. Briar, but cannot. After trying to live.
No! I'll grind your stall into a very fine
If I can sabotage Ashworth's communion device, she'll be powerless.
Anna. How did Jindosh die? Someone got to have that. I don't know, Delilah. Forgive me. No, my dear. It's a loss.
Looks like Kieran Jindosh made these alternate lenses for Ashworth's device. Now I can use them to sabotage it.
Never mind. How goes the communion? I am hungry to whisper into the ears of the oracular sisters.
My influence grows. Last night, I walked into a dream with one of them, and we drank from a fountain in the town where she was born.
Vice Overseer Burns' suspicions were right.
And this business with Jindosh won't affect things.
No. He continued to tinker with the lenses. Thicker, thinner, more opaque. It was tiresome to watch. I still have the old lenses and cast-off. When
Ashworth's journal might tell me more about why Delilah can't be killed. Everyone you love, everything you hold dear, I'll destroy. Want to know why?
Oh, Royal Protector, back in the city that spawned you so long ago.
You have no idea what I'd do to keep Emily from harm. Only in the end will you really know.
Perhaps I'll dig a hammer to her tonight and drop the pieces over the side of a ship halfway to Pandysia.
I'm coming for you soon, Delilah.
Your sword can't still my heart, but I welcome you to try. Places I wanted to visit with you.
If you knew about Delilah, you shouldn't have kept it from me.
After Delilah fell to the assassin Dowd, her magic was lost, and the coven scattered. I made a new life in Karnaca. Then I heard her whispering from the void, leading me to the Duke, who heard those same whispers. Together we worked to bring Delilah back into the world, changing the Empire from the home of Aramis Stilton 3 years ago. Across the Isles, all of us who'd been with her at Brigmore and before, we felt the magic return.
Somebody's down.
Well, welcome back. I see you found the prototype.
Your acquaintance didn't make it.
It is a risky line of work, I'm afraid, but let's not dwell. I expect you'll be interested in payment. First your finder's fee, of course, and if you like, I can draw up some schematics based on the prototype, something you can use to modify your tools. And as a token of my appreciation, a discount at the shop.
A fair deal.
Come in, my friend. Always a delight to see you. No need to wrap it for you, I suppose. An excellent choice. see. I have some upgrade plans for your gear. I'm certain you will be satisfied with your purchase. All those valuable artworks locked up in the conservatory where no one can see them. Farewell. And do think of us again.
So it's done.
Ashworth won't be a problem anymore.
Good. But Corvo, there's something else. Back when I lived in Dunwall, I did things that I'm not proud of.
You live long enough, that happens.
Yeah. But what I did is worse than most. I knew Delilah and Ashworth. Bought into their bullshit, which led me down a bad road. To be honest, before all this, I thought Delilah dead. I don't want to get into it right now, but I felt like you should know. There are things I regret, Corvo.
Deception doesn't make for good allies, Foster.
Is that what you think, Royal Protector? You will have to tell me all your secrets someday. Are you ready to leave now?
Yes, let's go. Take me back to the dreadful whale.
Another step toward the Duke of Serkonos and Delilah.